Unfortunately, I don't have a book to hold up and show you guys. I normally hold something in front of my face to give you a visual aid because my computer does not do things like words and pictures. To my knowledge, it probably does, and I'm just not technologically savvy, but the point is that I'm going to talk to you today about Sherman Alexie's book, The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. The thing about Arnold is that he doesn't have a lot of good qualities. One of the things that you'll probably like about him is the fact that he can draw some pretty funny cartoons, and they're included throughout the book. You have little pictures of himself reacting to situations, reacting to people, thoughts, hopes, dreams. Arnold has this really cool way of discussing how he prefers to use pictures to speak to the world other than words, because words are stoppered by languages, English versus Spanish versus French versus German whereas pictures are continuous. They can translate over any language, and it doesn't matter. And he likes that, and I like that about him. So the book is peppered with pictures, but it doesn't mean by any chance that this is a kid's book. It is young adult, but of course there are young adult situations, so there's talk about biology a lot, and other boy things that I guess interest boys. Did I mention that he was an Indian? So Arnold lives on a reservation with his mom and dad. He talks a lot about the drinking problems of the tribe and how a lot of them beat up on each other and stuff like that, and how they're sort of stuck in this rut, like the circle of life, only the circle of depression and not being able to get anywhere in life. But Arnold manages to rise out of this when he decides to go to an all-white school. His best friend, however, doesn't like this idea. His best friend has issues with that. The thing I like best about his best friend is the fact that although he's a very volatile personality and can go off and beat up people all the time, he actually has a very soft side when it comes to Arnold. Of course, I say very soft. What I mean to say is that he'll maybe punch him in the shoulder semi-hard. This book is very short. It went by very, very quickly. And there wasn't nearly as much trouble as I thought there would be. Which sounds stupid because there are multiple deaths. There's all sorts of alcoholism, language, verbal abuse, physical abuse, all those sorts of things. But for some reason it didn't, and it's probably just because of Arnold's sense of humor and his cartoons that alleviate the situations, but it didn't really feel like this book discussed them enough. But maybe that was Sherman Alexie's point, was just to bring them up and introduce them to the young adult crowd, to let them know these things do happen. I like that. Good work, Alexie. Good work. All in all, out of all the books ever in the world, I would probably give this book a 3. It's not a masterpiece in the grand scheme of things, but it is a very good book. It's very solid, and great for high school audiences, maybe late middle school. As far as young adult books go, I give this a 3.5. That's also because I've read a lot of young adult books that inspire a bigger reaction out of me as opposed to just laughter. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. Go find it in your library. It's probably in your high school library, middle school library, your general public library, and maybe even some of your private libraries. You'll like it. I know you will. If you don't, it's probably because you don't appreciate potty humor, which is fine. What is in my eye besides makeup? Only makeup goes in that eye.